Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj ki jai, Shri Radha Nilamadhava ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya naram cheva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet nastaprayesu avadresu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati utamasloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj ki jai. So last week we covered the introduction and the foreword and so forth, and the preface. So today we're beginning chapter 1, 2, and 3. And your homework assignment was to read those 3 chapters. And now, if you want to take some notes, you can. There are some questions that you were supposed to answer also. So we will first go over these 3 chapters, and then the questions were on the first chapter, I think. Yeah. Well, no, the questions were just the first verse. Yeah, that was the assignment, yeah. So, the first verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam is probably the most important one. What is the purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam? Vyasadeva wrote it in his mature state after he had written already, or compiled already, the 4 original Vedas, Rig, Sama, Yajur, and Atharva Vedas, and then the Puranas, and then the Mahabharata, and then the Vedanta Sutra, and there are subsidiaries, also scriptures, agamas, and so forth, and also the Upanishads, which are the philosophical parts of the 4 Vedas. And then after all that, he felt discouraged somehow, and therefore he met his guru, Narada Muni, and he asked his guru, "Why am I feeling discouraged?" And Narada Muni explained, "Because you wrote so many Vedas, wrote so many scriptures, but you did not explain clearly who the Supreme Personality of Godhead is. You mentioned, but it didn't make it clear and explicit. Therefore, now you write the Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature, in your mature realization, and make it very clear that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead." And therefore, the Srimad Bhagavatam is a compendium or eclectic choosing of the different histories and philosophy and all the previous things that Vyasadeva wrote, but with the direct focus on establishing that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And also, with that, understanding how to go way past mukti, or liberation from the material nature and the influence of the modes of material nature, and enter into the spiritual realm of advanced states of love, extreme love and devotion for Krishna. So, therefore, the Vedas are a big, let's say, call it a big tent in which everyone can find something for their purpose. And most people have the purpose of having a peaceful, happy, and prosperous life. So the Vedas give certain ritual performances called Karma Kanda section, where there are different prayers and rituals offered to the Devatas, the chief Devata being Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, and Durga Mata, and Indra, and Surya, and so forth. And so, by performing those specific types of rituals, one can achieve desirable things for living peacefully, happily, healthy, and eventually being promoted to higher planetary systems in the material world called the Devalokas, where one can enjoy enhanced material pleasures. But one still remains a prisoner of the cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. So actually, that is not the real purpose of the Vedas. Why are those rituals and those enticements given in the Vedas? It's to attract the mass of people who are looking in different ways to achieve peace, happiness, and prosperity. Ayur, arogya, aishwarya. But if they have proper teachers, Brahminical teachers, then the teachers will help them understand that there are also philosophical parts of the Vedas called the Upanishads, where Upanishad means Upanisha. One comes closer to Isha, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and one begins to understand that these material enticements are not really the purpose of life, because the only thing they can give you is being promoted from a third-class prisoner in the material world to a first-class prisoner, but you're still a prisoner. You're still subject to janma mrityu jara, repetition of that ad infinitum, as long as one remains attached to these material goals. However, the Varnashram system is given by Krishna, which is specifically to help people gradually make spiritual advancement, to come to a higher threshold of understanding of the purpose of life, which is to, first of all, we have to understand where we come from. We have all come originally from the spiritual world, but due to our limited free will, for some reason or other, we chose to separate ourselves from God, and therefore we're put into the material world, and there are two purposes of the material world. One is you can try and become a little God yourself or ourselves by dominating and controlling material nature or some part of it. We can never control material nature, but we can always control something. Like an ant can control 1 grain of sugar. Human being can become like Amazon and control all kinds of businesses, put a lot of businesses out of business and take over their business. Or you can be a dictator, or you can be a king, or